Yes, please. So for now, we can pick. You were here when we okay, so you can continue working. So you can do the triangle. Yeah.
So do I do this?
Yeah. You and Holly, you can start on athletics for a little 5
So
minutes.
what else do I have to do?
I can show you some because we all already saw. I want you to work on the triangles right now. And I would like for you to stay with us because I'm teaching something new today on this side. Maybe the last half of class I can send you there. But for now, I need you to work on the same numbers. I want you in class. There's no teacher in there. You can go once you know what to do. Okay? Second part of the class.
I think you can't get it. Oh, that's vibrated.
What? What type of
It made the whole ground shake.
We'll log you on athletics. Bryson, did you do your homework? No, you can work on the same numbers as yesterday. For what? No. I'll just put it on my desk. So you come from triangle? What would be the base and what would be the height?
This is
Base and the height. Luke, second time, take out your oh, sorry. So you
We're doing the same one?
yep, you can work on number 7 right now.
Alright, I'm a lock. Where's the
Wait,
couch? Where's the,
I think it's.
where's the couch?
Wait.
So it's back. Is it back? But
I'll explain to you. So that's review of percentage. So whenever you have a percentage and you want to multiply it, you need to put it as a decimal. So the percentage is that. You need to divide it by 100 before you start. Then it's giving you a
Two
decimal.
triangles.
And then that decimal you can multiply with 400.
Just draw the two triangles from like that.
Yeah, because you want to find the area of the sides and the area of the rectangle.
A little bit more out.
Where do I move this? Okay.
It's a back, there's your back.
Notre ami est motivé.
Je sais que j'ai fait beaucoup de suppléances où il était là, puis
Ouais.
il y a une accompagnatrice qui venait le chercher des fois pour aller.
Ouais, dans ma classe, il y en a un peu plus. Aujourd'hui, il va être pas mal dans son coin. Ben, une fois de temps en temps, j'ai pas le choix. Là. Quand c'est des gros cours que je suis au tableau,
C'est difficile de
Ben,
accompagner individuel.
did you need another notebook?
Was this supposed to be a 6 here?
Well, I thought you said you wrote that.
Almost.
height is different for that one, it's inside. So the height will be 3. And the base will be, it's in the middle. So it's gonna be, let's say we look on the notebook, it would be the side. Yeah.
Tu les avais avertis de qu'est-ce que je faisais ici.
Oh, no, même pas. Bruno is with us today.
Hello,
because,
guys.
Yeah, he wasn't sleeping in the back. But Bruno is
Oh my
still at
goodness, I did
school.
not know this one.
So he's doing his master's program. What he's learning at school right now is how to help teachers plan better their year and also individual classes. So today he's watching and seeing how I'm teaching you, and after he's gonna give me recommendations on how to be a better teacher, because this guy is almost retired. He's in his last 2 years. So if ever you have any questions for him, don't be shy. I think he already subbed one of your classes.
Thank you to accept me.
Great.
I just forgot the box mark.
Yeah, so which box are you trying to find? Because there's 3. There's one on the side, on the other side, and one in the bottom. Bottom, so it would be 12. You have the 12. What's the other side? Just follow it with your fingers. 8.
Okay.
Hey, I'm giving you 2 more minutes to finish that number. I'll correct one on the board.
I forgot what to do on the red things.
So you still need to find each side. So these two, and these 2.
Where do I get
So
20 from?
you can draw 3 different rectangles, and you have to write the length and the width of each.
Oh, yeah.
Where do I have to finish?
You finish the whole thing?
Almost. Almost.
Do number 8.
What's different in number 8? That's the height.
So base is like, no, this is the length, so base.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. I'm gonna start on the board in 1 minute. Yes. Did you find all the length?
Is this not?
Yeah. And now, what's the formula to find the area of a rectangle?
Base and
That's for the triangle, but we have length times width. So you just have to multiply these 2 numbers.
this like the longest is long.
Yeah. And width is the short one.
So shortest one is like on the side, right?
What was
The
that?
shortest one is on the side,
Yeah, the short side.
which is like,
Length, long. They both start by L. Long, length, long side. Alright. I'm gonna do number 8 from the. I need your attention. Stop calculating for now. Alright, that was part of the homework or the work I gave you to do yesterday, which was finish all the numbers. I noticed that some of you had a hard time with number 8. There's a little twist, the height is written differently. So I'm gonna do it on the board. You can follow at the same time. And after that, we're gonna start today's class. So we are trying to find the surface area of that shape. When we open up that shape, Luke, when we do the net of that shape, what different shapes are we gonna have?
Can you repeat that?
When you open up this shape, the triangular prism,
Yeah.
what other shapes you're gonna have when you do the net of that shape?
You got rectangles.
Yeah, how many?
3.
3?
Because a triangle has 3 sides. Only 3 sides.
Yep.
Yeah.
And 2 triangles on both sides. Alright, does anyone remember the formula for the area of a triangle?
Yes.
Nancy?
A equals B times height divided by 2.
Yeah, so base times height divided by 2. So in these triangles that we have here and here, what is the base and what is the height? Base is 8. And the height now is inside of the triangle is, Lennox? What's the height of this triangle? 3. So now that we know what's the base and the height, that we have the formula, we just replace these letters by 8 and 3. Base is 8 times 3 divided by 2. Okay, can you type that into your calculator? 8 times 3 divided by 2. Well, so that's the area of one triangle, but don't forget we're trying to find all of the surface area. So how many triangles like that do we have? We have twice. So I'm gonna need 2 times that answer. And then we have to find our measures for the rectangle. Sam, can you tell me the measure of, let's say, we think about the red rectangle right there. What would be the length and the width? 5 would be the width, yeah? And if you continue with your finger all around, you're gonna see 12 as the length. 12 times 5. That is. Yeah. Can you tell me the dimension of another rectangle in this? Let's say the base. The green part. Samantha, maybe? What's the length and the width of this rectangle? Length, yeah, the long side.
5 and 12.
If you follow 12, but we're with that line, okay? So 12 by 8.
So 12 times 8, 96.
And then the last one, the last rectangle on the other side, I'm gonna help you with that one. So the white rectangle, we still have the base, which is 12. And now Samantha, it's with that line, with the 5. I know it's a long process and it's long numbers, but it's important that we do every step. We don't want to forget everything. Now that we have this, we just have to use the formula to get the area of the rectangle, which is
5.
the length times the width. So 12 times 5. If you haven't noticed, it's the same one. So we can already say. And the last rectangle is 12 by 8. Which is Ollie? 12 times 6, 12 times 8. 26.
They are good.
They're very good.
Yeah.
Are we done now?
No.
Yep. I think so.
We're done. What else do we need to do?
Combine all of them?
Add all of them. Because we found all the individual area, but I want the area of this whole thing. So we're just gonna add all the numbers that we found.
5 times 8.
12 plus 12 plus 60 plus 96 plus 60. That's gonna give us our total area. 240 what? Let's see.
There's so much racing on this. Oh my goodness. I'm so smart.
Wait. Are you done running this? Yeah, you can go. Please go fast. Because I'm gonna.
260.
Well, what did you have?
Using I can barely see it.
I'll give you an iPad so you can zoom in. It is 2:51. So we've worked on the surface area of cubes, rectangular prism, triangular prism. Today we're working with a new shape, which is a cylinder. So there's just two things I want to make sure that you remember before we start.
This one small, this one's big. I noticed that.
shorter, and the other one's
This one's smaller, this one's a little bigger.
So this should be in your notebook by now. Luke, I can still see you when you do that.
What's that? A review of. Oh, I have that. I have that.
Alright, question. There's two circles with measures in there. Which one is the radius? Which one is the diameter?
The radius is the one
The
with
diameter.
the line across,
Which one is that?
the one.
The line is the diameter.
Centimeters.
The radius, is it that one or that one?
The radius is the point in the middle.
Yeah, the radius is the point from the middle of the circle
Yeah,
to
right.
one edge. Okay? So,
I am locked in. It's just not fast. I'm sorry.
so
I'm sorry.
if I give you the radius, like here, and you want to change it for the diameter, all you have to do is this little formula, diameter equals 2 times the radius. Why? Well, if you just look at it, that's the measure from the middle to the side.
We write this down.
Yes, you write this out. But for the diameter, we're going all the way across. So it makes sense that it's twice longer.
4 diameters means 8 radiuses.
Oh my gosh.
What's a 4D sphere? It's like a rotating sphere.
And we can do it the other way around. If ever I'm giving you the diameter and you want to find the radius, you just have to divide it by 2. Because it's half of the
Is that even
No.
sharpener.
Yeah.
You don't like these ones?
like what is big?
You tried the other ones?
Yeah. The chair was bigger.
Is it better?
Oh, it's stuck.
It's not gonna
I can.
What's
You
it?
wanna notice?
What's up?
This one is smaller.
So, I'm gonna show a video right now. You want to sit at my place for a little bit?
I noticed this arm is smaller and bigger. Look. Look how skinny this one looks.
You can just turn your chair for now.
No, look at.
I'm gonna show a video on today's class on how to find the surface area of a cylinder. Luke and Bryson,
What the heck?
that's elementary school stuff.
Okay.
Oh, the computer was
Yeah, they fixed
Coca-Cola.
it. So for now, you know, there's no note taking. You can just listen. T'as remarqué son chandail? Hein?
Yeah, go Abs, go.
Welcome. In this video, I'm going to cover how to find the surface area of a cylinder. And remember, surface area is the total area of the outside part or layer of a 3D figure. So let's get into our example here, and on the left-hand side of your screen, we have the cylinder that we're going to find the surface area of. It has a given height of 8 inches, and our base has a radius of 3 inches. Now on the right-hand side of your screen, I'll draw an arrow to it, we have the net of that cylinder. So we took the 3D figure and unfolded it. So we see all the different parts that make up that cylinder as a flat figure there. And this is going to help us visualize and see what parts that we're going to find the area of and then add together in order to get the surface area. So at the top of your screen, we have the formula that we're going to use. The bottom formula here, I'll underline it. This is the official formula that we're going to use in order to find the surface area.
I know it's a long formula, it might look scary, but everything in there are things that, every symbol in there are things that you already know, okay? So to find the surface area, all we have to do is to do 2 times pi. Does anyone remember by what number can we replace pi?
2,
Almost.
1,
14?
2 point.
2.5.
The end is good, it's 0.14, but it's not 2.
3.
3.
3.
3.14. Alright, so we have 2, we have pi, that is 3.14, and then the r is the radius. So the radius, I can just grab it from the image right there. So I'm gonna replace that. Even if it's square, when a number is square, you multiply it by itself.
Yeah.
Plus 2 times pi, we already know that, times the radius, we already have it, and times the height. So I know the formula is long, but if you do it every step, you're gonna make it.
But the top one kind of breaks it down and tells us exactly what we'll be doing. So the top one, surface area equals 2 times the area of the base plus the area of the rectangle. Now the one below it has the official formulas. So pi r squared here, that's the formula for the area of a circle. Our top and bottom, the bases, are circles. And we can multiply it by 2. If we find the area of one, we have the area of both because they're both the exact same. That's why we're multiplying it by 2. So find the area of one, multiply it by 2. And then we have 2 pi r h. So 2 pi r, that is the formula for the circumference of a circle. So let's take a look at this rectangle within our net. So we have the height here, that's going to match our 8 inches. So that rectangle has a height of 8. Now this side length is going to be the circumference of our base circles there. So if we took this circle and kind of folded it down and made it a flat line, it would match this side of the rectangle exactly. So that's why we have circumference within the formula for the area of that rectangle. So we need to find the circumference, multiply by the height, and we have the area of the rectangle. So let's plug in all the information we have, solve, and get the correct surface area here. So we will start by rewriting our formula. Surface area equals 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h.
Alright, I often get questions about how do I do it, what do I do. The first thing you should do if you're trying to find the surface area of a cylinder, you need to write the formula. Okay? I'm not asking you to remember it. First, you're going to write it in your notebook. And for the exam, you can write it on your memory aid. All you have to know is how to use the formula, how to replace these variables by the radius and the height.
So now we plug in. So 2 pi, the radius is 3 squared, plus 2 pi, radius is 3 of our base again, times the height of 8. And we can start simplifying this and work our way down to the correct answer. So let's do 3 squared here, which is 9, times 2 is 18. So we end up with 18 pi plus, let's do 3 times 8 is 24, times 2 is 48, so we get to 48 pi on this side. So we have 18 pi plus 48 pi, so that's going to give us 18 plus 48 is 66, so we get to 66 pi. And I'm going to use the pi button on a calculator in order to find this final answer. If you use the approximate or rounded version of pi, 3.14, 3 and 1400ths, that's very common to do. Your answer may be slightly different than mine, but it is correct. You just use the rounded version of pi. I'm using the button on the calculator, which is the more extended version of pi. So once I plug that in, I'm going to come to the right where I have more room. I get surface area equals 207, and I get a very long decimal, so I'm going to round this to the nearest hundredth. So I get 35 hundredths, 0.35, and this is surface area, and we're working with inches, so it's square inches. So we get a final answer of 207 and 35 hundredths square inches. So there you have it. There's how you,
If you still wonder what happened between 66 pi and 207.35, they just replaced pi by 3.14 and they multiplied. Okay? I gave you a worksheet on the cylinder. I'm gonna do number 1 and 2 with you.
I understand now. This. So you write that?
Yeah.
You don't have to write it in your notebook
Alright, it's just
because
like
it's number 1. If you want to do the numbers on your notebook, you can because you have more space to write. I understand that.
I'm gonna write the whole thing.
You can write the whole thing.
Welcome to
Nice.
whole branch.
Same with it. You get lost. 306. Alright, first question. Draw and label the net of the following cylinder, but we are also going to find the surface area. Okay. So when they ask you to draw the net, like when you open up the shape, when you open up the cylinder, so we said that it makes a rectangle and 2 circles. Where, what is the radius in that question? What is the radius on number 1? what is the radius in question number 1? 22.5. So the radius goes there. And what's the height of the cylinder?
26.1.
Quiet fraction. Welcome to me concert.
Now, we already identified our radius and our height, so we can start plugging in the numbers in the formula. So the total area will be equal to 2 times 5 now, what goes in the first bracket here? Yeah, the radius, so we're just gonna change it for 22.5 plus 2 times pi times the radius, so 22.5.
No, what does that say? 26 or 28?
26.1.
Oh,
You
okay.
have it on your paper.
You fumble. You see something.
Harrison, you're still with us?
We.
2 pi r.
Let me know when you're done writing this down.
Is that SA or? Huh? Oh my goodness, I'm sorry.
I think you should sit closer to the board. It's like every class you tell me you can't read on the board. Total area. Samantha, when I say bed mass, does that remind you something? Yeah, what's the first letter for it? And then? It's a good math word, but it's exponent. So what we have to solve first is going to be our bracket and our exponent. Whenever we have a number square, we need to multiply it by itself, right? So it's 2 times pi times, we're already going to solve it. What is 22.5 times 22.5?
506.5.
Something slow, right?
Plus 2 5 2.
There's so much writing, man.
It's okay, you can skip some steps if you multiply everything. I'm just expanding it the most that I can so you can see every step. After that, you can multiply 2 times 506. So you're going to keep everything except the pi. So 2 times 506 and 25. On on the right side, we're gonna multiply it 2 times 22.5 times 26.1. They're all multiplication.
Wait, what did you do? Did you only times two? Or did you do
I'm
times two?
confused.
I didn't multiply with 5, but if you already did it, it's okay, Nancy. You don't have to erase it.
I don't wanna be a smart ass, but I think you got that.
Which one?
That was 12. It's 1,012.5.
Oh, it's the same thing. 0.50 or 0.5. It's and then on the right side, we have 2 times 22.5 times 26.1. So you can input that into your calculator. Yes. Question?
No.
I heard someone say it. 0.5. 5. So I'm showing you just like the guy did it on the video, but on the second example after we're gonna already change those. Okay.
How do you do it?
Times 3.14. And then we just multiply. Bryson,
Why, Sam? Why'd you do that? I'm sorry. Did you do it?
go to the top. And once that you're here, you added how many pies you have on both sides, then you can just take 2,187 times 3.14. Should give you the total answer, which is yeah, it's a multiplication sign between these two. By what? 3.14? You have to know. That's what I explained when you were in the bathroom probably. This time, I think, 5. That means 3.14. So that's why you replace it at the end. And it's a, yeah.
It's not fun.
So 2,187 times 3.14.
It's not funny, bro. That's not funny.
Yeah.
That's not funny.
I keep it.
Hey, stay with me for one more number. I know it's a lot, but I need to show you number 2.
Uh-oh.
And then it's gonna be work time. You can work in teams of 2 after. But I will show you
It's over.
a different way to do it, a little bit faster, a little less writing.
Hold it a minute, hold it a minute.
I don't know, was I supposed to?
Plus just the numbers, so 1,012.5 plus 1,147.
I was supposed to plus those first.
You just wrote it.
So you'll only get
Not
one.
even there. You just
Now
wrote
you
it.
have two numbers. I see.
Oh, I got my calculator.
Tu vois-tu dans l'arrière ce que j'ai écrit? Ouais. That's number 2. Luke!
Why is the pi using there if you're not gonna add it until you get the final added number?
Bryson, you said it like 20 times by now. It's not gonna help you.
I got one.
I'm gonna show you a quicker way to do it, but you have to understand before you can do it like that.
Listen, I got one part.
You need the iPad to zoom in?
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't take a 1,000 picture of yourself on it.
Sam, is that an R right there, right next to the?
Pi?
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
just decided to scroll the photos and I see a photo of you.
I see a lot of photos of you. Alright, back to number 2. Diameter. Height. And the formula there. Yes. Do you need to go before this? Or you can wait? You can wait? I'll send you right after. Alright. We need the radius and the height to solve this formula. Do we have the radius and the height right now? We have the diameter. How can we change the diameter into the radius?
You divide it by 2.
You divide it by 2. So my radius is now, the diameter was 2. 2 divided by 2. So the radius is?
1.
Yeah, 1 centimeter. Really important. If you input 2 into this, it's not gonna work. You're not gonna get the right answer. You need the right information, Bryson. Maybe if you dance a little less and write a little more, it's gonna go easier. All right. There's gonna be less writing now. So we're still trying to find the surface area. 2 times, what number can I replace pi?
3.48.
3.14 times, what's my radius? 1. What is 1 square? Luke, the robot.
1.
Yeah, because it's 1 times 1. So it stays the same. Plus 2 times 3.14 times the radius times the height, which is 14. If you wonder where these numbers come from, the height is there. And we use 1 is the radius, that's why it's there. when we only have numbers and brackets like this, it means multiplication, so we can skip a few steps, and you can already input that into your calculator. What is 2 times 3.14 times 1? Six point 6.28. Careful though, there's a plus in the middle, so you can't multiply the whole line. You have to stop at the plus. And then you have another multiplication to do. 2 times 3.14 times 1 times 14. You can do that in one shot in your calculator.
Wait, where's the pi? Oh, right.
I already changed the pi for 3.14.
So, you gotta add the other line.
You can multiply all of this, and you can multiply all of this. So you'll get two numbers here. And we need to add. So 2 times 3.14 times 1 times 14.
8, 7.9.
Wait, what happened to the exponent?
The exponent, Luke?
Oh, never mind. Never mind. I
I'm
understand.
gonna answer your question. I
No,
heard
I
you.
understand it now.
So what happened with the exponent?
We already used it.
Yeah? Because 1 times 1 is 1.
Yeah.
It didn't disappear. We solved it. Holly, what do we do when we're there? Yeah, you just add 6.28 plus 87.92. 94 point. You're right, I didn't write any units there, but it should be centimeters square. What about CLC would work? I wouldn't mind. Hey, these are two different.
Come on now.
Wait, I'm gonna talk to you after.
Okay.
These are two different ways of finding the same solution, the same answer. If you prefer the left one, it's faster. You can use whatever you want. But you have to write your calculation though. Yeah, sure. After it, I can send you now. What I wanted you to do here is for me explaining it, and then you can go. You have to give me a second. I'm gonna warn them. The word you should be working on. I need 3, 4, and 5 done.
That's it?
Yeah.
All of them?
Just all of the first page.
the
You
whole
still have
page.
20 minutes.
Okay.
Okay? Ça fait longtemps que j'ai pas parlé de moi pendant. Chairman, ça filmé? Oui. Do I? Are you? Where? You're in the. Do you understand what we did? Or you just copied non-stop? It's because you take too many breaks. Like you listen a little bit, you write a little bit, and then you take breaks. Okay? If you want, the technique on the left is way shorter. There's less to write. You can start by writing that one, and we can do number 3 together. You good?
I'm confused as well.
What's confusing you?
This whole thing.
Can you write the formula first? The formula to solve it. The first line.
Oh, right?
That one.
Like, do we have to like memorize the formula?
No, you don't need to memorize it. You just need to know how to use it. Because you can already write it on your memory aid. The problem is on the left, it's number 2. Did you write it in there? So you can write the formula first, or number 3, and you can use whatever technique you want, the long one or the shorter one. Solve it.
noticed so many people are why did they do that?
That's
Okay.
What do you want? I'm here. Why don't you answer? What is it? A what? No, you're right. It's the diameter. So we have to divide it by 2 to get the radius. Luke, are you okay?
confused here. Uncle Harold.
Confused about what?
Like, how do I write it? Like, when you change the whole sequence between those two questions.
You just rewrite it under, so it's like a copy paste, but we're gonna change the sign that we have for the numbers. So it's still surface area.
So it's gonna
Yeah. Times the, what is the radius square? That's why you're not done writing. I don't have the number. Yeah, 18, but if you want it already squared, you need to multiply it already.
What do we do with this?
So it goes right there.
Yeah.
So you already opened it, said that phi is 3.14. Now your radius square goes there. It's also a multiplication between. You can't. Oh, yeah, good. So, right under, you can already change pi, or you can change the 18 square. I would recommend you change that one first. I'll give you a question. What to do? Write the formula first. Lionel, you okay? Yeah. That way. Is your radius squared 1?
Oh, no.
No. And that was 1 for the other number. Now it's,
324.
yeah. Luke, mind your business.
So basically I have to take this and times it by, oh no, I have to take like this, right, and then times it by itself.
Yeah.
And get that.
Yeah, exactly.
But how come it wasn't 4 then? Or no?
Because we used the radius, that was the diameter. But now they're giving us the radius, so you can already change it for r.
Oh. Slowly making sense, but it's so confusing.
No, you're just missing times 18 times 11. After that, you multiply both sides. You need help? So, next bracket is the radius. What is the radius of this question? Measure from the middle of the circle to this side. So it's 18, but don't forget, you need to write, it's 18 squared. So to the power of 2. Merlin, you need to go to the bathroom?
Whatever you know.
I don't know, what do you do now?
I don't know.
It seems to me like now you already wrote that line, right? So now what you can do is you can multiply this part,
Yeah.
2 times 3.14 times 354, something like that. And you can multiply the other side also. So you should get 2 numbers here.
But how is that?
How do you get 1 centimeter on the radius?
Because it's half of the diameter. Lui, je sais pas qu'est-ce qu'il fait dans mon cours, il faut le trouble.
C'est la prendre.
Hein?
C'est la prendre. C'est un pick-up? Une deuxième pick-up?
Yes, I wanna-
Il est blanc.
Gratuit?
Ouais.
Oh, is it mine?
Oh.
I'm sure it's mine. You found my kit?
Ouais, il faut ça aux toilettes dans le troisième étage.
Okay, thank you.
How do you?
Yes.
If it's a diameter,
Yeah.
you always have to divide it
You divide it by 2 to get the radius, yes.
with always a 2.
You divide it by 2, yeah, because it's half. Let's say this line is 10 centimeter, okay? It's the same circle. How long would be just half of that line? It's 5, so you divided it by 2. So you have this side is 5 and the other side is 5. It's the same thing, but now the number is 2. So if the line measures 2 right here, how long will be just in the middle to the side? 1, okay?
And
That's why
what
we
need.
say we divide it by 2.
And that's what we need.
Yeah, because you need the radius to put it right there. That's why it's a 1 and not a 2. But you don't do that when they give you the radius already.
You don't do it.
No, you don't need to divide it.
But you do it when.
Yeah, exactly. That one you need to divide it by 2.
Oh.
But 1 number at a time, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure you got the 1030. What did you do? 18 times 18? Yeah, that's the thing. Because it's 18 squared, right? So yeah, exactly. Just because in the formula there's a way to squared. So it would be 324 times 3.14 times 2. Okay.
Can I say something to your student?
Sure.
Yeah. Guys, you impress me. You have a really good attitude. Because you follow the instruction of the teacher and then you try to understand and you try to apply the method that he teach. That's the key of the succeed. Huh? Each time you take the right method and you make effort to apply this method, you win. This is the key of the success. I'm proud of you.
I know that's hard stuff, there's a lot of calculation, but we are approaching the exam at the end of the year, so we need to work a little bit faster. I do have tutoring after class if you wanna stay a little bit and continue working on that. You still have a few minutes to finish the number you're working on.
Are we gonna work on this tomorrow?
I wasn't planning on us working on that, but I think we will. Yeah, I'm gonna give you more time tomorrow to work on this. We need more time, cause I talked too much today. Yeah.
You know, I never fully understood ratio. I never fully understood.
Kind of understand. It's like, it's basically
I didn't
different,
understand
but you have to
the
reduce it
areas.
to a certain number.
Because,
It's great, this is our first time doing it.
yeah, I know, man.
Okay, that's enough.
Take this iPad away from me.
What?
I don't know, I'm getting distracted. Someone. Take away this one.
Wait, this was one
Getting
second.
distracted. There's a photo of me.
Is it funny? Or it's me?
One second.
Or it's a bit of both?
Where'd you get 18
You're
from?
sitting there and you're not.
Oh, you're lying to me.
Game face. Hey, one thing before we finish. On number 3. On number 3, somewhere in your calculation you should get there.
Why didn't you release the
2 times 3.14 times 18 square plus 2 times 3.14 times 18 times 11.5. It was 11 and a half. I changed it for 11.5 because easier to calculate. One mistake that I noticed, a few of you forgot what we do with this, with the 18 square. It's important that you multiply it. So if you have 18 square, it's 18 times 18. So 324. Okay, don't forget that step. If you, the square doesn't just disappear. Okay? So you have surface area equals 2 times 3.14 times 324 plus 2 times 3.14 times 18 times 11.5. After that, multiply. 2 times 3.14 times 324.
There's radius.
This is a lot of writing.
Radius and height. Now I didn't wrote anything down. I'm writing notes.
And Luke, once that we multiplied and we get the 2 products, like that, what do we do?
We add them together.
Yeah, you just add them at the end.
You win. You win.
Just say something.
But,
Just say something.
yeah.
Just step on his own bag and feel free.
So if you wanna compare, that's my answer for, sorry, question number 3. I just have 2 little questions for you before we finish. Bryson, when we're trying to find the surface area of a cylinder, what information do we need to have? There's 2 things we need to have. One that starts with R, which is, yeah, radius. And the next one that starts with H. Height. Alright. So we are gonna continue practicing these numbers next class. Thank you, thank you. You can put your stuff away, and if you want to work on some more numbers, I'm staying after school. Thank you for being such good students.
Okay, too much reading.